What's up, everybody? It's already Tuesday. Can y'all believe that? We done flew through the weekend. Monday done blowed by. By the way, I haven't got yesterday's show uploaded to the podcast, but I got a lot of things on my mind.
It's been a busy day for you.
I can't believe September's like over.
I know.
September went fast.
Yeah.
Yep. Seems like time just blows by nowadays. So
we got cooler weather here, thank God. No more AC. It's wonderful.
It's really cold here. I'm in.
We're going to get 40 here this week at night.
Wow.
We had a cold front come through, so. But anyway, Tuesday, man. So, let's let a few people get in here, and we'll do the meet and greet. We got 5 people in here. So, got good news yesterday on the house. The people came that put the contract on it and confirmed the contract. So they looked at the house. They just had to see that the house was what the video said it was. So they drove up. They're from Jacksonville, Florida.
Wow.
So they drove up from Florida, looked at it, and said it was good to go. Now we got to get past home inspection. We get past home inspection. It's a done deal because they are paying cash. They're not having to borrow the money. So it's all cash deal. So
anyway. This is their vacation home, maybe from Florida?
No, they're moving. They're moving. They're not. They are Navy. Retired Navy, or he is retired Navy, so he don't have a home. He's lived all of his life. So he is moving in between a bunch of friends and family. So he'll be 2 hours from a bunch of his friends and family in any direction you go.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. So he loves being up here. Probably, and two, it's probably compared to Florida, it was probably a good bang for the buck. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's like people from California moving to Texas. You know, how much California is out there, and they get here, they can buy like 4 homes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that might be California moving anywhere, though.
Yeah.
So expensive out there.
Oh, these glasses. I think I'm going to go back to contacts when I go back to the eye doctor. So, might screw up the logo, but these glasses are about to become the death of me. So, anyway. So, we do have a guest today. They are already here. We got good video and good audio. So, we're set to go here in just a few minutes. I was giving everybody a chance to get in here. We got a lot of big channels coming up, guys. So, y'all stay tuned. And we've had a good response off the ones we've had. I appreciate y'all being there for them. And got a lot of things. You know, we got some cool stuff coming out that I don't know if we'll release it before the first of the year, but it'll be season 2 stuff. So might release it in December. I don't know. But anyway, got that coming up. Don't forget all of our social media stuff and all of our merchandise stores and Patreon. All the links for that is on our About page. So you can go over to the About page. It has everyone the link. It probably don't have everyone the podcast link because it limits me. And we're on about 7 different podcast platforms. So Spotify is one of them. So if you have Spotify, we're on that. If you want to go and look for all of them, I think you can find them all over on anchor.fm, with exception of one. I done one outside of Anchor, so you'll probably find 6 of them on anchor.fm. If you want to do a podcast, I don't get paid to say this, but if you want to do a podcast off of your channel, it's free. And let me back up. I do get paid for the Anchor ad that you'll hear on this podcast. So I do get paid for that. But anyway, on the YouTube side, I don't. So, but anyway, if you do want your own podcast, if you're doing StreamYard, it's easy. At the end of the show, you pull up past episodes, click to download audio only. Take that audio, upload it to Anchor, give it a title, a description, you're done. So it's easy. Ever how fast you can download and upload, that's how long it takes. So got yesterday's podcast coming up. I've got a lot going on. I'll try to get it up today, maybe. So got a lot going on with the sale of the house and with the show and all that good fun stuff. So trying to keep it rolling. YouTube's #1 and the podcast, keeping it updated. So we're going to keep it rolling. So had a good show yesterday. Laughed a bunch. If you missed yesterday's show, you need to go back and either listen to it or rewatch it or watch it on the replay is what I meant to say. I guess
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Said you can go back and rewatch it. That's okay.
Well, if you missed it yesterday, you didn't watch it. So you can't rewatch something you've not watched.
But if you didn't miss it, you can still go back and rewatch it.
Well, that's true.
See?
Go back and rewatch it. That's
You're
true.
going to get a text.
Yep, I'm putting it in the Yeah. We just talked about this before the show. It takes a team of people to keep me straight. We just had this discussion. No, not 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. So, anyway, but yeah, if y'all don't have Donovan at RV on the Wayside, go check them out. He's hilarious. So
yeah, he's a funny guy.
yeah,
And they're such sweet people. They're so nice.
oh yeah, they were full. They were
Bless you.
full timers, and now they are part timers. They went back and bought them a home. A lot of people did that after all this mess that's going on. So, but anyway, they're still great people, and you'll laugh. Probably anything you see Donovan on, you're gonna laugh. So it's a good time to be had on anything he's got out there. So let's see who all is in here. Texas Family Camping, Happy Place Camping, Nettie. Artist on the Road, Meemaws Matters, Kenneth Oakes, Raven Creative Travel, Shanna Craft, Linda Barker, let's see. I think that's it. We got 15 in the house. A little slow this morning. It usually takes a while. There's the Journey Awaits. We seen you guys yesterday. I think it was.
Uh-huh.
So that is cool. Thanks for coming back, guys. So let's go ahead. What do y'all think? Bring up our guest and get this rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
So Jerry Holly's not going to be here with us. He may pop in. I don't know. But they had a bunch of fire department stuff they had to do this morning. So
Yeah, Jerry's committing arson today.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're burning down a perfectly good home.
Approved. It's for training. Nothing bad.
Yeah. That's a nice house too, by the way, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's odd, but I guess if you're paid the right price.
Yep. All right. So let's bring up our guest, Stumbles and Fumbles. I think we were supposed to have them on a couple of weeks ago, right? And we had
and they had some internet issues, and we had to let them go for the day.
Yeah.
So, good deal. So let's get them up here and see what kind of trouble we can get in. Hey.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
So one thing we got to get straight out the bat, and I should have screened you before I brought you up. Do you drink coffee or chocolate milk?
Coffee.
Coffee. Black coffee.
No,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Uh-oh. You don't watch the show enough. I can tell. You dropped the ball on that one.
No, I'm a creamer and sweetener person, so yeah.
I'm going to have to start screening these guests a little better.
It's okay. It's 3 against 1. So we're
Yeah.
good.
I cannot believe y'all would run a good cup of coffee. Man.
Have you noticed, though, that there's more people that put cream and or sugar in their coffee than that drink it black. So you are actually the one that's wrong.
You're outnumbered.
You're outnumbered. You're wrong.
Let me just throw this out here to you. Our world has gotten wimpy over the last 2 years, so that may be the reason. I mean, you can't say nothing to anybody. Everybody's got to win, and their feelings get hurt if you pass by.
Whatever.
Yep.
I'm just saying. A little cream sugar. Y'all don't think it means anything, but I'm just saying. Black coffee toughens you up. Gives you the strength you need to handle these old days.
It might not be strong enough because it helps me handle you.
Exactly.
All that sugar gives you a high.
We're going to switch to
I don't
tequila.
put sugar in mine.
No,
though.
I don't either.
I just put some creamer in it.
I don't put
sweet
sugar
milk.
either.
So, yeah, I'm just not even going to go there.
We got Nursing Our Travel Bug that came in, Gary.
Hey, guys, can't come in on time. Just come in when you can. Hey, I love that. Nursing Our Travel Bug's throwing out a coffee mug emoji.
Yeah.
So, that is one of those members only emojis that he's throwing around there. So I forgot to say this earlier. So if you have an iPhone, you'll see the members' names in green, and or if you're on your computer, you'll probably see their name in green. Those are members. And if you're a member, your name's in green, and you get to use all them cool custom emojis that Felix made for the channel that Nettie just put up there. So anyway, if you want to know more about that, you can find out about that on our About page. How about that? There's a link to be a member. There may be a link under this video, under this live stream somewhere that says member. If you click on it, it'll tell you all the details. So, but anyway, we appreciate all of our members. It helps. It sure does. So, all right. Good morning, Nursing Our Travel Bug.
He said, "Morning, Yahoos," is what Bill put in with that emoji.
I like Bill.
Yeah.
Well, I see that now. Morning, Yahoos. That's the Yahoos is a new emoji we just got. The more members we get, the more emojis we have. So
Yeah.
that's a YouTube thing. That's not a Daydream thing. So Felix is always asking me, do we have enough members for another emoji? She makes all of our emojis. So they're pretty cool. So all right. So Stumbles and Fumbles. Tell everybody who you are and what your channel's about.
Okay, so my husband and I started this channel. Actually, he started the channel to document his hike on the Pacific Crest Trail. And he was doing it, he still is doing it, but in sections. And since COVID hit, he hasn't really been able to hike because everything's closed down, especially California. So, but we thought in the meantime, let's build, this is a year ago, but let's do a cargo trailer conversion. So we did. And I said, you know what? Let's document this build and put it on YouTube, because I knew that it was going to be probably a trend and people want to know, how to do it with what different size trailers. People just want ideas, because that's how we got our ideas, was off of YouTube. So we did that. We documented the build, and that for us, the amount of views that we got on that video just blew us away. So we thought, okay, now let's just make our channel off of his hiking and off of our travels in the cargo trailer, or basically any travels that we have. And then the name Stumbles and Fumbles, when you're on the Pacific Crest Trail, you get a trail name. You're assigned a trail name, and he had Stumbles because he was always tripping on the trail. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but and then Fumbles kind of just rhymed, and our boys are always teasing me because I'll get in the car and I never just get in the car and go somewhere. I always have to dig in my purse for my chapstick, or, I'm always doing something before we go anywhere. So they say I fumble around in my purse. So that's where we got Fumbles.
That's cute.
Yeah. Mhm.
So y'all are members of the Cargo Largo Club that Felix has got going on there. Felix owns
Yes.
cargo trailers as well.
Yes, we love it.
So
We are not calling it Cargo Largo.
I don't know what you're calling it. We got to come up with another name, by the way. Cargo Largo is already taken, but we may come up with another name. But until then, it's Cargo Largo. I don't even know who come up with that name. So
You did?
what? Yeah, but somebody else said
I
something.
think it was KNR.
Oh.
I think it was KNR in the chat.
So it looks like a pretty nice rig right there. So y'all
Yeah, it
built the
does.
trailer. Y'all built the trailer out yourself.
Yes, we did. And we had no experience whatsoever. I think sometimes when you know what you want, it just flows. Like we had a plan, we knew what we wanted. And so when you start building, it kind of just flowed. Like it just started from there. And we started pretty much with the kitchen in the back. And we knew how we wanted it to, to fit in there. And it just went from there. We just built it up, and then different ideas came, once the kitchen got going. Then we found other ideas for, the rest of it. So yeah, we actually did not even fight that much while we were building it.
Now I find that hard to believe. You said that much.
There's your shower and your outhouse.
Yeah, we definitely tried to think of everything we would need while we were out there. So we definitely, it's worked. So we're so happy with it. I'm glad it's a thing, because it's so much cheaper than, buying these off-road trailers. They're expensive.
Yeah,
And
they are.
you can't customize them. So we thought, let's customize it the way we want and save some money in the meantime. So yeah, we love it.
That's a nice setup.
I like them little rigs. I mean, you buy anything that says off-road on it,
Yes,
you're gonna lay down the money.
that's right. Yes, definitely.
What size is your trailer?
Ours is a 5x8 trailer, so we have one of the smaller ones. Yeah. And then we have the doggy bed right there, so the two dogs sleep up there. And then
Wow.
yeah.
Oh, look at your deer head.
I had to have one of those. So yeah, and then we just sleep. We put our feet underneath the doggy bed, and then we just added that too. That was a recent addition, because our chocolate lab, he's 100 pounds plus.
Oh,
and
wow.
when he would sleep with us, he'd sleep on our feet, and it was rough.
I couldn't handle that.
Yeah, so we thought we need to make him a little platform that he can sleep on, and then we got the golden retriever, and now they both sleep up there. So and you know what? We thought, well, why not have it too for when it's raining and we're not outside, or, if the weather's a little iffy, we can sit in there. It's kind of a platform too that we could sit in and watch movies up off the ground anyways, because we do sleep, on the ground. So it has a multi-purpose. So
that one of them little butane stoves?
yeah, it's propane and butane.
Yeah.
So we could do both. We love that little thing.
Yep, I've been looking at some of those. Now, if you use the butane tank, you can use it inside, right?
You probably, we don't cook inside because we don't really have any shelving to cook inside. But if we had to, yes, we could, definitely.
Yeah, I've been looking at some of those. I like that little setup, which if me and Tammy ever build one, we're going to have room for the Blackstone. So I want to be cooking outside if it ain't bad weather. So
yes, definitely. We definitely enjoy just cooking outside. And I like that we can put it on the countertop or the stove shelf, or even if there's a table at the campsite, So we could just move it around and cook wherever we want. Oh, and we did build a table that comes off the tire. I don't know if you saw that video, but we have
I love that table.
yeah.
Cool.
I think that was a great idea. I told Jesse we need to do that.
Yeah, it's so helpful because we were just piling things on the fender, especially
Right.
when there wasn't a table around. So we thought we need to just go ahead and build this.
And yeah, and when you're on like BLM land or something,
Right.
there is no tables around. So,
Exactly. Yes.
you know, we use the tailgate of the truck a lot, but you know,
Oh, that's true. You're
Yeah, I
right.
think
I didn't think of that.
yeah, I really think the table's an awesome idea, though. I like that.
Yeah, we're always coming up with something new that we need, which helps because it gives us content for video too. So
Right?
it definitely, I think next we'd like to put in or have an awning off the side somewhere. I don't know how we're going to do it or what, but an awning off the side would be nice.
Yeah, we'd like to do that too.
Yeah.
We've talked about it, but we haven't done it yet.
Right.
Like, yeah, we'd like to do that. Okay, you know.
There's always something.
Right.
Yeah, I would want an awning. I seen on Amy and Beck, they added an awning to theirs, but it's not mounted to the van because they wanted to stay stealth mode. It's in a bag and it magnets to the van, and then it has poles out at the end.
Oh, I like that.
The only problem with your cargo trailer, you need a little more height, so you might still have to mount you some.
And they're not exactly magnetic.
Oh, that's true. They're not. They're aluminum.
That would be a little bit of a problem.
Yeah,
That's true.
You'd have to mount you like a carabiner clip, something to. And two, I think you're going to have height as well, because it wouldn't be high enough if you just come off the top of the trailer. So
yeah,
you'll have to go up a foot or two. So
I don't know how we're going to do it.
We wouldn't.
I mean,
have
we could
to.
also.
Ours is tall, so
yeah, yours is tall.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Well, and we went small. Like I think that if we were living in it, or traveling a lot more. But my husband still works, so we do more of the, long weekend trips and things like that. But I think if we were living out of it more or like taking weeks at a time, we would have went with a bigger cargo trailer. But I think just because our trips are smaller, we're not spending a lot of time in it. So it's perfect size right
we
now.
talked about doing one a little bit smaller. I mean, that was before we even bought one, that was one of the things that we discussed was size. And it took a while for us to kind of decide on a size, but I pretty much said I wanted one that I could stand up in.
I don't blame you.
I wanted it big enough that I could have kitchen, inside. I basically wanted everything inside.
Yes.
So,
and you guys travel a lot, like you're in it a lot.
Yeah. I mean, like that, we took a little over 2-week trip. Yeah. That's probably one of the reasons I would, I wanted it to be more like a teeny tiny house,
Yes.
yeah. But we did discuss doing just like the 5x8. We went and looked at them and everything. I mean, I laid down in one just to see where my feet would, because you kind of want to see it with your eyeballs,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, we could do it, but
But, yeah, you have to do what works for you, definitely. And we thought it's more of just going to be like a fancy tent for us, It's just going to be So we just needed a nice place to sleep and cook. And
somebody asked in the chat if you could stand up. Can't stand up in yours, can you? It's short, ain't it?
oh yeah, no, I have to bend. I'm 5'5", 5'6", so I have to bend over to go in there and there's metal beams across the top. So if you do accidentally stand up, oh, it hurts. I've done it. So we do have to crouch in it if we're, loading anything in it or whatever. So that's why we don't spend a lot of time in it either, because it's not exactly.
I thought I seen a Goal Zero power bank. Is that what I seen sitting on the picnic table?
Yes, that thing, it's funny because, that thing's wonderful. But we use our Goal Zero solar panel, the Nomad 5 that you saw on the table too. That thing works wonderful. We use that more. We just set it out in the sun and charge up, iPads, whatever.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, that thing works great too. But the 150 that we have is good for running the fan. So if we need some air inside the camper, we just, run it off of that. Or charging up phones too on that. But
Hmm.
gosh, that little Nomad 5 solar one, that works really good too. So
Were
we're
your
we're
solar
impressed.
panels hooked to your
No,
150?
no, we don't have any solar panels on the trailer, but the little Nomad 5 just sets up in the sun. It's got a little
Oh, okay. I got you.
stand. Yeah, so it just kind of sits in the sun and you can.
So can you charge your 150 off solar panels? Can you buy solar panels that are
Yes,
hooked to it?
it came with a special cord to hook up to solar. So
I got
yes, yeah.
So I've been looking at power banks, all different kinds, and I watched a video this morning of the Blue Eddy running an air conditioner on a van, and it was getting it. I think it was an 8,000 BTU roof air conditioner, and it was that new AC 200 Blue Eddy's got was running it. And so you get a power bank that'll run an air conditioner, you got a power bank.
Is that what it looks like?
Yes, it does. Yes.
And it's a little nomad.
Yeah, yes,
That's
that's it.
awesome.
Yes. And we did make a video on it too, so you can see we charge different things off of it. So you can kind of get an idea of
Yeah.
how long each product takes to.
It's
We did
only
flashlights. Yeah.
$60. That's a pretty good deal.
Right? Yes,
Yeah.
So does it
definitely.
like if you didn't have anything hooked to it, would it charge up a bank like does it have a battery in it so it will store power, or does it only charge as it's receiving power? You know what I'm saying? Is it pass through charging only,
The
or does it have a storage?
the solar one or the
Yeah, the solar one.
yeah, it's just passed through. I think you can buy. There is an attachment you can get to it that I believe is stores the power, so you can get an
Yeah.
attachment for it.
And
Yeah,
I saw
that,
if they got the 7 out too, that I just saw when I tried to look up this one. So I'm not sure
yeah,
what the 7 consists of as well.
yeah. I think they've come out with quite a few. It's
That's pretty
really
cool. I like
yeah, it's
that.
perfect for us. And like I
Yeah.
said, since we don't camp for too long, we just need basically enough to charge phones and things like that. So we don't
Right.
have anything inside that requires power. So yeah.
So
Ooh,
what
50.
kind of do y'all have a 12-volt refrigerator?
No, we just do it the old fashioned. I do now down the road. I'd like to get like a Dometic or something, or
Right.
something similar.
Right.
And but for now, we just use the old fashioned cooler and ice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you take a Yeti or comparable. Walmart makes a brand. I forgot what it's
Yeah,
called, but
right.
if you take one of those, I mean, if you're going to be around the city or you're just doing a weekend,
Yeah,
that works. Ice that baby down. A Yeti, I've got an Orca. I think it's an Orca, a big one. And me and Tammy will ice that down on Friday, and Sunday it'll still have ice in it. And that's pulling drinks out of it all weekend.
right. Yes.
So, and they say you can even insulate them on the outside, like drop them down in the insulated box, and that even.
Yeah.
But what is if money wasn't an object, was not an object? If money
Right.
was not an object, what would be the one thing you would buy today for your rig?
Oh, wow. Honestly, the only thing, but see, there's nothing that costs a lot that we could do in a trailer that I can think of. I would put another window. Those, we wouldn't do it ourselves. So I think it cost us about $600 to put the window on the one side. I would put another window in. As you can see by my shoulder, I'd put it like right in that area next to the
Mhm.
door, and just have another window there. But I honestly, there isn't anything that would cost other than that a lot of money to put on the trailer.
I
So
love that.
yeah, I mean some new tires, just maybe a little lift to it for more rugged roads. But other than that, I can't think of anything that
That trailer set pretty high off the ground.
it does. So I think what we do is just get some more rugged tires, because it's just the tires that came on the trailer when we bought it. So they're just your standard, like, street tires. Mm-hmm. So I think we'd do some more rugged tires. But yeah, other than that, I can't think of anything that we would change, definitely.
If something changed for you guys and you were going to be traveling more,
right,
would you go with a bigger build, or would you just go purchase a manufactured?
I think if we were going to say my husband retired and we were just going to travel, I think we would. Gosh, that's tough. I would say probably get a bigger trailer or buy one, but okay, you know what I'd have to say is we'd have to try this one out. Like, I'd say we'd take it and we'd try traveling with it, see how it goes, and go from there. Say, okay, do we want to do a bigger cargo trailer, or should we just, say, let's buy an already built one? So I think we'd have to test it out, because I really like the cargo trailer. I don't want to give it up.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, we love ours too. We're happy with how we did ours, and we don't really have any plans to go bigger right now. But I mean, we have talked about it, like, well, if we decided to do bigger, we'd probably do this or this different, but right now we're happy, and it's served its purpose, and it's everything we need. So.
Yes, I totally agree. It's so easy to get in and out of places. It's just, you don't have to worry about having hookups, or, sometimes there's certain things you have to think about, clearance for those nice travel trailers,
Some of those RVs are tall.
Yes, definitely. And you can just camp where you want. You just go. It is nice. I do like it. And I like both, because we've had both. We've had a travel trailer. We've had a pop-up tent trailer. We've been through them. And I miss, when the boys were younger, the travel trailer was perfect, because you could all be in there, and you had the microwave. And, when you have kids, you want to be able to make meals and things like that. So that, at that time, we loved that too. So, but now it's just two of us. So.
Have y'all ever looked into vans?
Oh, my husband wants to get a van and redo it. Yeah. He wants to buy one of those old vans and just redo it. So, yeah. Another project.
Me and Tammy's going to downsize our RV to something smaller and easier to get in and out of. We've got our eye on something, but I'm having to put the pieces together and show Tammy the finished product. So
yes. Women want to see it.
We even talked about doing a schoolie at one point. Like,
really?
But we would have wanted the short bus. We wouldn't have wanted a big one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I wouldn't want a big one, because I mean, you can do so much with one of those, but we wouldn't have had the place to park it. So we were more thinking, little. Go little, So we even talked about doing that, and
I can't weigh the money out on a schoolie. For one, I want to travel the country. You can't afford to do that in one of them schoolies. Two, the cost of building one, even if you do it all yourself, the components that goes into it, you can buy a like-sized motorhome for the same money or less. And, probably a lot more fuel efficient. These school buses, like I drive, they suck the gas, and they don't have any suspension because government issue, right? So they don't have the ride. There's nothing comfortable about them. There's nothing comfortable about the driver. They have most of them have no air conditioning, so you have to add all that. And so my little bus that I have special needs, it's air conditioned, but I don't know. I can't put the money to it.
I disagree, except for the fact of the gas cost, because it would be more, I think, expensive fuel-wise to travel in one. But for the build, that depends what you can do yourself.
Yeah.
And what you can get material-wise to repurpose. So that's all on the person themselves and the person building it. and how they want to actually do it. We didn't go out and buy counters from Lowe's for our trailer.
Right.
And a lot of people
No.
do, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Yeah.
If that's what they want to do, that's their thing. But we kept our costs way down
Yes.
by not going out and purchasing already manufactured counters and countertops and and then just piecing it together.
Right.
We built it. We made it.
Right.
And isn't that rewarding? I
Oh,
just
yeah.
love that. Yes.
And that's what we would do if we did a van or a schoolie. We would do the same thing.
Oh yeah,
We would do
definitely.
exactly the same thing.
Somebody, I was on Facebook last night looking at vans and cargo trailers, and somebody had a schoolie for sale. It was a great price. It was a nice one. It was the flat nose bus, so
Yeah.
it's easier to get in and out of the places, which is what I would want to build if I built one. They had it like 29,000 built, ready to go.
Oh wow.
And I doubt you could build that because the bus itself, if you bought it at a government, like from our school system, I think our buses, when they retire them, they average like $5,000 to $7,000.
That's really funny, actually. And you're right; they are a lot more expensive than what they used to be. Because I can remember a time where you could grab a school bus for $500, $1,500, and now you can't. And I really kind of want to say that maybe it's because of people converting them into campers that it's caused the prices of them because several years ago, what was the point of having a school bus?
Right.
Now there's a point to having one. So everybody's like, well, we're going to put a high price on this.
Well, and I'll tell you another thing that drove up the cost in Alabama, our school buses sell for a lot more because our school system gets funding from the state if you replace it within 10 years. So you get a lot of money from the state for each bus you replace and keep your fleet under 10 years. And so you're getting buses a lot of times with less than 100,000 miles, and so you're getting a lot better bus than you used to get a bus. If you bought a $500 bus back in the day, it was 30 years old. It had been through the ringer. But yeah, I like your little setup. Now, do you like the outdoor kitchen?
Yes,
I didn't really have a choice, but I mean,
yeah, that's true. But yes, we do like the outdoor kitchen because it gave us more room on the inside. So if we did it the opposite, we would have not had as much room on the inside. And we just like that we could open the back and just put shade over, and just it works out perfect. And it was our plan. So when we saw one guy, he built one. It was a 5x8. And he did his kitchen on the back, and we pretty much took our ideas from what he did but added our own touches. But yeah, his basic plan is what we used, and it worked perfect for us. So I do like the kitchen on the back. Yes.
So how many different videos did you guys watch before you actually started?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
And how many videos did you watch in the middle of your build because you're like, well, I wonder how they did this, because
right.
something just wasn't quite right, so you'd run back into YouTube and look it up real quick.
Yes.
Yeah, they need a double decker for Bill.
Well, you know what? Yeah, I see that. What's funny is there wasn't a lot that we could watch. We had a tough time, well, especially for a 5x8. So we had a tough time finding videos that would fit the size, and it seems to have gotten taken off a lot more than when we first originally started thinking about doing one. So we didn't have that much to choose from, but we tried, and some of them were not really what we were looking to do. So you have to kind of take bits and pieces from different people.
Right, exactly. And that's why we watch so many videos, because we have some YouTube friends that their build is, I consider, quite fancy.
Yeah.
and we've seen their trailer in person, and it's beautiful. But I'm like, Yeah, we wouldn't have done this.
Right.
We wouldn't do that even now. It just, I mean, it's great, and it does, it's what they want, but it's, was way more work than I would have wanted to put into it. And, the
Yeah.
craftsmanship was really nice, but we weren't so much concerned with that either. So, we just wanted to keep it basic as much as possible, really. But yeah, we went through so many YouTube videos watching different stuff. It's like, oh, that's a good idea, or that's a good idea. I mean, even like when we watch yours, we saw the table on the it's like, oh, that's a good idea, So
yeah.
I mean,
Well, we made sure that we wanted to make sure that it didn't fall apart.
Yeah.
So that's one thing we did was we overdid
every
going down the road.
Something comes loose. And we have to fix it. My little bitty tiny sink area my countertop, the last trip we took, popped off just before we made it to meeting Jerry Holly. It was just, I'm like, forget it. And I just tossed it over on the bunk. I'm like, I don't even care.
I've been watching a lot of fan builds, and I know everybody probably looks at everybody's rig and think, well, I'd change that, I'd change that, and I'd change. But I look at things a lot different now. But if I built me and Tammy a van, I've been looking at all these other vans, and I'm thinking that stuff has got to weigh a ton. There's a lot better way of doing that and lightening the load, because you can't add all these batteries and all that if you put 5,000 pounds of cabinets in that thing.
Exactly.
I've been trying to come up with different ways. I mean, even cabinet doors, just leaving those off is several hundred pounds. But I can't hardly watch a video now because I'm going through it. I'm thinking, I'd change that. Ooh, I like that. I'd like to put that in. Is that the way? I guess that's the way you are now, because you built one and now you think, well, I like to have that in mind, but I need 2 more feet.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and we like I said, we just went through and especially my husband, he's like, okay, we're gonna double nail this. We're even gonna glue it too, wood glue it. So I mean, that thing is not going anywhere that I know of, and it's built really well. But yeah, we didn't. I mean, we kept it simple. We're not carpenters, so we just kind of had to do our skill level, I guess you could say, what we knew.
My wife gave me a couple of requirements, one being a potty and the other being a shower that has to go into the next vehicle. So whatever that is her main component. And she wants a place to sit down if it's raining and watch.
Right. Sure, I get that, definitely. And that's why I said I wanted to just have some type of shelter that we could shower in and go to the bathroom in, because there's going to be times we're not going to be somewhere that, well, for us women, it's harder to just walk out in the woods.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, we've had this discussion a couple of times.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm not going to do a funnel. I can't.
Yeah, no funnels.
No.
Yes. So I said for sure I wanted a shelter and a place to, just to change, whatever, stand up in and change, and just have your privacy. So wherever you are, you're not. Yeah. And we couldn't put it indoors, obviously, so we had to compromise, but it works perfectly.
Yeah, if we were ever to go bigger, that's one thing we would put inside is a shower. But, that's that whole, well, if I had 2 more feet, we would do this. Honestly, if we didn't have Darby, we probably would have put a shower or considered putting a shower inside. But, her bed area takes up quite a bit of space. So, because you got big dogs. So,
yes.
But yeah, so, and I'm like, well, whatever, I'd rather have my dog inside than my shower inside. So
yes, I totally agree with that. Yeah. Definitely.
Now the shower setup that she has, Felix, is it the same setup you have?
Yeah. I mean, they're Excuse me, their tent may be a different brand, but it looks basically the same.
So with that set up, you got to shower during the day, right? Because if you shower at night, turn the lights on, the whole neighborhood's going to see. I was looking at hers and I'm thinking, I don't know about that. Looks like you can see through that.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to watch where the sun's positioned and where you set it up at and stuff like that. And
Yes, I didn't even think
if
of
you're
that.
out on BLM and you're by yourself, who cares? You know,
Right,
I mean,
definitely.
you can pretty much
yes.
stand there without the tent.
That's true.
Really,
Yes. And I don't know if you've seen those ones that they actually build off of like the back of the cargo trailer, but it's like a ring, like a metal ring. And then they
Oh,
put the
yeah.
shower curtain.
Yeah.
I had thought about doing something like that too, but this is nice because it just packs up. You just, not that the other one wouldn't be nice, but I just like that this one's portable and it just folds up like,
So speaking of shower, do y'all have a hot water system?
No, what we did is we built. Well, this is what we did. We built our own shower. So thanks to YouTube, we found an idea where you take a weed sprayer, a 2-gallon weed sprayer.
Oh,
and
I
you
saw
convert,
that in the video.
Yeah, you convert it into a shower, and you just pump it, and then you just, you put a sprayer on the end of it and you shower. But we painted it black and we leave it in the sun, and it heats it up so nice. And then you just kind of have to know when you want to take your shower, but you just leave it sitting during the day, and when you're ready to take your shower, you just bring it in with you and it's warm. So
well, no bigger than that is you could boil a pot of water.
Yeah, definitely.
And mix you a jug, and it would be warm. So
yes, I'm not a cold shower person.
I've been looking at this system. You buy the tub. What did I tell y'all the name of that was? Joel.
I don't know.
It's something with a J. It's a whole system. It has the sink system and a shower system and a tankless hot water heater.
Nice.
It's made for van lifers or anybody, cargo people, tent campers. You don't have to have, I think the fan runs off 12 volts, and pretty cool. It's about a $400 setup, but it's pretty cool.
Well, it's better than having to plumb the whole thing, or
But that is why Gary's build would be so expensive, because Gary's going to go out and buy kits to put in rather than creating his own. Just saying. Yeah. We did talk about doing the weed sprayer thing though, because I want to say Bob Wells maybe is where we saw the weed sprayer idea, because I want to say he did a whole segment.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I saw that too.
We're like, man, that's a really smart idea. So we talked about doing it. But then I found the little shower bag. Well, it's not little; it's huge. But the shower bag thing, Menards, I think it was, and it was on sale for like $5. And I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I just grabbed that.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Didn't have to paint which we probably wouldn't have painted it anyway. We'd probably just left it or whatever. But I thought the shower and the bag works fine, but I thought that weed sprayer thing was a great idea.
It is, and it was so easy to do. I actually did that myself.
And I saw where they painted it black.
Yeah,
she did the same thing.
Yes, it really helps to absorb the sun and warm that water up. But yeah, I think it's just like you just have a checklist and you say, okay, if we're camping, are we going to need this? Okay, yes. How are we going to do it? And you just you just find ways to be creative and
how do you like your porta potty? Because I had one just like that, and I love mine.
Yes. Oh, that thing. I was the only one that used it.
Yeah.
Because my son and my husband were just like, oh, well, we're fine. We can, so they're like, you're dumping that thing. I'm like, yeah, I guess I should since I used it. But no, I do like it. I think it worked great. It was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing I would change that we did. And we like to, reuse things. If there's something we have laying around the house, then we'll say, okay, how will that work in the camper? Or especially when we built the table, you know, we had that wood extra, that table that comes off the
Mhm.
tire. We
Yeah,
had that
was a
extra
great
wood.
idea.
Yeah, so that we just try to, you know, use things that
Mhm.
were, you know, handy
Yep,
and cheap.
repurpose. It's, I mean, that's kind of the fun part, challenging part, I think,
It
of the build
is.
is repurposing. You know, rather
Yes.
than running out and buying, you know, like I said, the cabinets or the shower
Oh,
unit, you,
yeah.
you know, you build,
Right?
you just do it yourself with what you have, and that's part
That's
of the fun.
right. Well, and I think it keeps it cheap too, because if you can just find ways to do it yourself, then it's just, you're just buying the material and you're putting in your time
Hmm.
and hoping that it turns out good.
So how long
But
did it
yes,
take you guys to do yours?
it took, oh my gosh, it only took us 2 long weekends. And but with help, like my youngest son, he helped us put the flooring in. I didn't have patience for it. Once we got to the corners and we had to fit it nicely, he was the one that did that. He had the patience to trim it, and I, oh thank goodness, because I mean by that point I was just so tired. And he said he wanted it to be perfect. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm not letting you guys have a trailer, you know, that's just put together halfway. So he did that part. So we had a little help, but it didn't take us too long. So many trips to Home Depot. I can't even count how, because you get home and you're like,
That was the
oh,
most
we need this.
time-consuming part, was having to run to Menards or
Yes,
Lowe's or yeah, that was the worst part because
it
we'd be like,
was.
oh man,
Oh,
we
I was,
could just use this size screw instead of this size
yes,
screw. And it's like,
I was
yeah,
sick of Home Depot. Oh, I was so sick of it.
right.
By the end of the build, oh my goodness.
So boondocking with Boomer, I don't know if they're asking how old the trailer is or how long you had your trailer.
Oh,
But
well, I can
I
answer
guess
both.
both. Yeah.
So the trailer, well, actually, they're both the same. The trailer's a year old, and we've had it a year. So we bought it brand new, and then we started building. So it's been a little over a year that we've had the trailer and finished the
Mhm.
build.
Good deal. So I was looking to see if we had any more questions over here.
We're about a year and a half. We
Okay.
started our build in March of 19. So we're about a year and a half on ours.
Yeah, and I think it's really taken off because now I look up videos and I see them everywhere.
Right.
I'm like,
Oh yeah.
really?
There's
It's
a
good.
lot. There's a whole community of cargo trailer and camping people.
Yeah.
Somebody put a comment on one of our things saying they have like conventions too, like where,
Uh-huh. Yeah, there
yeah.
was like a meetup thing. I can't remember where it was supposed to be, but I'm pretty sure it probably got canceled because of,
Oh, COVID.
yeah.
Yes,
But that,
definitely.
because I'm thinking that was like in May or June. And then the people that we know that have a YouTube channel, they were going to do one and we were supposed to go to it. And it was supposed to be at the 1st of May. Well, then it got canceled. So, and there was quite a few that were going to show up to that one that's my understanding.
So
Oh, yeah.
boondocking with Boomer asked, do you have 2 exits out of the trailer?
Well, we do, but one is blocked by the kitchen now. So we would have had the back door and the side door, but since we built up the kitchen on the back, now we just have I mean, I guess if you had to bust out the window, you might be able to, but so it's just pretty much the one exit, which in one of our videos, we covered how, because it's a scary thing because people could lock you in because we still have our standard
The
door.
bar.
Yeah. So to bypass that, what we would do is, like in the video, I said that it's not so bad in camping or campgrounds because people aren't going to come up and lock you. And that's just, they leave each other alone, for the most part. Everybody's good people. But if you're camping, like boondocking somewhere, you never know, what's going to come up. So we bypass that by locking the door from the outside, not like locking us in, but locking it so people can't move the handle from the outside. And then that way we're not locked in, because that's something we had to think about. But if you watch the video, I explain it better. But yeah, you don't want to be locked in your own camper. Yeah, that would be scary.
Somebody would nearly, though, have to set your camper on fire, wouldn't they? Because other than you, I guess, leaving your propane stove close to the back of the trailer, you don't do anything inside the trailer. So
No, not at all. We don't have anything inside the trailer that should catch fire.
And it's 5x8. I mean,
Yeah.
6x10. Do we really need 2 doors? Because we're
right.
anywhere in the trailer. We're
but the problem is,
7 feet away from the
you
door.
can confuse burnt smell with her husband and not recognize there's a fire before it was too late.
What you trying to say?
I'm just saying, I've been married 32 years.
Yeah.
My wife says something burning.
Well, you know what's worse?
Coffee.
What's worse than the husband is the 2 dogs. The 2 dogs are the worst. Oh my goodness.
I can imagine.
I swear they're like humans. Oh, it's horrendous.
We had years ago. Well, let me just say, not this year, and not my first year, and I've been driving 15 years. Let me say it that way. We had a child on the bus that we have air conditioner on the bus, but my bus aide would, when this child would, let's just say, do his thing, the kids and the bus aide would literally be about to throw up. They'd have to let down every window on the bus. It was that bad.
Oh my goodness, that's awful.
Y'all don't talk about Jerry. There he is.
Jerry.
Have y'all got that thing smoking yet?
Yeah. Look at
it.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Just so everybody knows, this is for training purposes. This is not, it's a controlled burn.
Control fire.
Set purposely.
Thank you, Felix. I did it.
Yeah, Jerry's not showing some poor person's house burned to the ground while he just stands there.
Fire!
I'm about 100 yards from it. You can feel the heat.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's going to be the location for the new what?
I think Kubota Corporation is going to put their headquarters here.
Ah.
There it goes.
Is it falling down?
Yeah, I wanted to fall to the basement. I'm not sure I'm going to make it with this one.
Man, that's still a shame. Y'all didn't get to see it, but all of us behind the scenes a while ago, well, I don't even know. You come on pretty early, so anyway, we got to see the house before we burned it.
Yeah, it's falling down now.
Was a nice house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think when he originally built it, it was $650. I think. I got the owner here, the old owner's here. He wanted to come out and watch it.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
I don't know if I'd want to see that.
No.
Yeah.
No, he's okay. He's happy with what he got for it. He sold it by the square inch and not by the square foot, so he's all right.
Man.
I'll let you guys get back to it. I just want to show you where it's going good.
All right, y'all be careful, Jerry.
Yeah, be careful.
Bye.
Bye, Jerry. Wow.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was.
Let me get this.
I have no idea where we were at. I totally lost what we were talking about.
So what did y'all do for a mattress for your bed?
Okay, good question. So what we did is I ordered, they're called Japanese floor mats, but they're basically like a fold out futon type thing. So they fold in half, and then so they can go into like a seating position, and then you can triple fold them out and they become a mattress. So they're like a fold up seat, I guess. But so we did that. and I bought 2 of those, but they just weren't. They were nice, but they were not like cushioned enough. So then I went and bought some like it's like a foamy. Oh, you'll have
Mattress
to.
topper.
Yeah, something like that. Except it rolls up. And it's quilted and it's cushioned, and so I got us 2 of those to put on it, and now it's super soft. So everything rolls up or folds up and stows away. So when we're traveling, we don't have to. We could leave everything out if we want to, but we just put it away, and that way it gives us more storage space to put the porta potty in there and things like that for when we're traveling. So yeah, everything's nice and packs up or folds back out. So that's what we did. But we had to kind of work around that, because just having that initial floor futon thing was just not cushion enough for us.
So being in the cargo trailer, and I think we've talked to Felix about this in the past, but do y'all have any issues finding places that will allow y'all to camp?
No,
because of the cargo trailer.
I just saw something. I don't know if it was on YouTube or not, but it said that people are getting like turned away for having. I don't know. I didn't watch the video. I just saw the title, and I thought, oh my gosh, we've never. I mean, it's not that we really go to high-end camping places, anyways. I mean, we're always, at National Park land or Forest land or BLM or something. So we've never had a problem. Most people are impressed.
From what I gather, from what I've heard of the stories, it's always these private campgrounds, private homes that have a lot of other restrictions as well. Like the age of the RV or the age of the people staying. I mean, there's some that do that too. So, it's usually like that, like core parks, state parks, of course, any of your BLM and all that stuff is, I mean, you could go out there with a cot and you're right. Tarp and sleep out there. But,
that's what I pictured.
Yeah. So, I mean, all those, we've stayed in state parks in different states, and we have never had, same for core parks, and we've never had anybody say a word to us. So, and really, those are our favorite campgrounds to go to. Are the state parks and the core parks.
Yes.
The private owned, the KOAs, all that. That's really not what I want to do.
I'm not a KOA fan anyway, but
they pack them in like sardines. And I don't want to do that. I want to be, when I go camping, I want to be away from the people.
Yes.
Not, I got people over there. I don't need them when I go camping.
Now, we used to do the KOA when we had the travel trailer only because we did it in Williams, Arizona. And we only did it because they had a swimming pool and like go-karts for the kids.
Right.
So it was worth it to us, because then if we spent a week, they were never bored. I mean, we'd always go fishing and stuff, but this kept them busy in the downtimes. But we don't need that now. So there's really and we don't need hookups, or anything. So we don't have to be somewhere like that. Now, we did put a power cord in the travel trailer with like a power strip. So if we are at a campground that has power, we can plug in and charge phones and things like that. So that was something we thought of, to be able to have some power into the trailer if we're somewhere that has a power hookup. But other than that, we just use the Goal Zero. But we're like you. We don't need to stay in. And I don't want to stay in fancy campgrounds.
Now, Gary, have you asked her if she's got a Blackstone?
No.
What is that? No, I don't know what that is.
Oh, no. It's worse than we thought, Nettie. She said, what is that?
Well, maybe I'll know if you explain it.
I'm speechless right now.
I don't have one either, so don't let it bother you.
But the only reason Felix don't have one, she's a tight one. That's the only reason Felix don't have one.
I don't see the point of it. I mean, I can cook without it, so I don't. It's a grill. It's like instead of a cast iron type grill that you can hook up to propane or whatever.
Oh, wow.
So let me just explain this before we go any further.
Okay.
Felix said she don't
Wow,
see
that's
the need
nice.
in it, but she also spilled the beans last week or week before last that she makes what's his name eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every meal.
Every
That's
day.
all I can say about that. You do not need a Blackstone.
Make
It's not doing anything.
likes. I think it's weird. You know, you have eaten peanut butter and jelly every day for lunch at work, not on like the weekends, but at work for the last almost 30 years.
Wow.
I think that's weird.
Artist on the road said if you don't know what a Blackstone is, you probably definitely won't know what a curly dog is either. Then.
Oh. No.
Oh no.
What's it called? A curl dog? Turtle dog?
Curl a dog.
Curl a dog. No,
Yeah.
I don't.
So let me just say you got homework for tonight.
Yeah, I do. Is it a Southern thing?
No.
No, a
Gary
Canadian told us
thing.
about it. So
It's just a
tonight,
Gary
what is
thing.
the link to my we're gonna have to find the link to my
Okay.
Blackstone cooking curly dog. That's all I know. We're gonna have to enlighten her. So tonight you got homework. You gotta watch the video that Nettie or Felix one's gonna drop the link to in a minute.
Okay, awesome.
And
I will.
the Blackstone, I'm gonna tell you the truth
Thank you.
about a Blackstone. Don't listen to Felix. She feeds her husband peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. She has no right to speak on the subject. So a Blackstone, if you have a Blackstone, you need no other cooking utensil, pot, pan, anything in your camper. It is a one-piece cooking guru. And you can cook breakfast, eggs, bacon, hamburgers, hot dogs, steaks, fish. You can even cook biscuits, pizza, anything you need to fix. You can. Now, the only I will say, no, anything you want to fix, you can fix on. Even soup. You can set the pot up on the
Okay.
grill and cook soup. But you would have to have a pot to do that. That
Yeah.
would be the exception of having something else. But you can go to YouTube, type in Blackstone cooking, and you can learn how to cook anything under the sun on that thing.
Wow.
If I had to pick, I have 3 girls. If I had to pick, I had to get rid of one. Hang on, I've got to grab this phone.
Okay. Now this is a curly dog
There you go.
Oh, wow.
that you actually open it up and see how it's got these slots.
Yeah.
So you put your hot dog in there and you smash it. It puts these little grooves on both sides.
Yeah.
And then when you grill it, you get all the flavor of that grill throughout your hot
Wow.
dog. And it is really good. I never
Oh my
thought
gosh.
it would be, but I'm addicted to it. And when my husband cooks, he cooks all the hot dogs and we eat them for like 2 or 3 days because
Wow.
it's so delicious. And you can make chili dogs, of course, put whatever you want on it, but you get so much flavor with it having those slots in it. And yeah, you can probably do it yourself if you used a knife, but that's
But
so
that's just
convenient.
easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just smash it and
Oh,
throw
that's
it in
really
the grill.
cool. Well, I'm getting
Yeah.
educated. All the lingo.
Yeah, I don't have one of those either because mostly on that it's because Jesse doesn't really eat hot dogs.
Mhm.
And so it would just be me. So I hardly ever buy them
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it would just be me. So because that I kind of am curious the taste difference,
Yeah, me too.
because I like a good grilled hot dog, but
Oh yeah, it's crazy good, Felix. I didn't think it would be. But
now Quebec Homestead is craving hot dogs.
so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
'cause-
find his other video where he's actually cooking on the grill.
Yeah.
But I did throw in his slot dog and curly dog head to toe that he did in the house.
Sorry about that. I don't interrupt my show very often, but that was about my truck again. So
Yeah, sometimes he just doesn't come on the show at all.
Yeah.
well,
And I
We're
did
going
have
live,
this.
I gotta go take
I
this
was I was showing her what to do with the little Pac-Man. Whoop.
Yep, it's easy. Boy,
That's cool.
it makes the hot dogs cook faster and better, especially if you smoke them. But anyway, if I had to swap all my grills in and keep one, I'd keep the Blackstone
Wow.
because you can cook so much on it.
Okay, now I'm going to drop your Blackstone slot dog, but I did drop the link with the curler dog and slot dog.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
And now this is actually the grill, you know, with your Blackstone.
Yeah.
Chatty Cathy, totally relaxed, had to cancel. He was supposed to be on today, but he had to cancel because he doesn't have internet right now. So we have Stumbles and Fumbles instead.
Finally.
I know.
That was a mess.
Internet is always an issue.
Oh,
Yeah, so sometimes we'll see, you know, where channels will be moved around.
So let me look back here. I thought I seen something I was going to read off here.
Yeah, Roy does cook spaghetti on his Blackstone, but he also uses a pot for that. And Gary said the Blackstone, you don't need any other pots. So that's not true.
To cook what?
Spaghetti.
Oh, well, I guess spaghetti, you'd have to have a pot.
Now, see? So what makes that Blackstone so special?
Well, I can cook enough to keep me fed without any other
biscuits on it. Cook all kinds of stuff.
Eggs, bacon. Well, that's really all you need, eggs and bacon. So
yeah.
And my Blackstone has a lid, so I could probably put the biscuits right on the Blackstone and close the lid and cook biscuits. Might not work that way.
No, we really need to quit talking about food because I didn't. It's almost lunchtime. My stomach is growling. You're going to hear it pretty soon.
There's Quebec Homestead coming in the house. Back to work. Oh, I missed her coming in. She's leaving, going back to work. I missed her coming in.
You were on the
coming in,
then I don't know.
So, but yeah, Blackstone is our main cooking deal when we're camping. Matter of fact, that's about all we cook on. When we met up with Jerry Holly and them and camped, I cooked supper on the Blackstone, and Tammy used the oven to cook the apple crisp, only because the speed, you know, faster. Could have done both on it, but actually the Blackstone probably gets hotter quicker than the oven in the camper. So
wow, I have to look into it.
But yeah, we love our Blackstone. We got a Traeger smoker, and then me and Bill and some of us has got a brand new mini smoker. I don't think Bill has got his hands on his yet, but me and K&R and Jerry Holly and Bill at Nursing Our Travel Bug and John at Over the Hill RV just got the new mini smokers, A-smoke systems. And so that'll be in my camper as well. So I'm going to have two. I can smoke some curly dogs or I can scramble some eggs. It's all about the food.
Yeah.
All trips are about food.
Yes, I do agree with everything tastes better when you're out camping.
Look at there, Gary. Look at there.
Oh my gosh.
That's what he was cooking on his. Now I want some roast potatoes.
Good.
That's a slot dog maker I'm using there. The curly dog. The video, you'll see why I picked the curly dog over the slot dog. So.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks good.
But yeah, I had that grill that day full of fried potatoes and everything. I was loading that baby down.
And, you know, I was watching you actually making a slot dog potato because you were smashing the potatoes too.
Yep. So, what y'all gotta? I guess y'all are not on the road right now. Where's the next trip to?
Well, gosh, I really wish the COVID would. I say the COVID, but it would, calm down. So, because my husband really wants to go hiking again. He really wants to get back on the trail, and we would go camping. Like I would just follow him along in the camper, but it's just nothing. California's, I don't even think it's open as far as a lot of places. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have to check. So at this point, it's just going to be a couple of little trips here and there. Thankfully, Arizona's open, so we can, camp around here. But
So y'all are based out of California?
what's that? No,
Y'all
we're in
based-
Arizona. We're in Arizona, but so my husband can hike the Pacific Crest
Oh, yeah, I
Trail.
got you.
Yeah, so we have to go to California for that. So we just can't.
I think
know.
Simple Life Reclaimed lives in Arizona. Do you watch them?
What's the name of the channel?
Simple Life Reclaimed. They're homesteaders, or going to be homesteaders. They're actually moving to Arkansas.
I think I have. I think they bought some land out here, right? And then
In Arkansas,
they're-
yeah. They've got a
yeah.
house in Arizona, and they bought some land in Arkansas. And they just redone their
Oh.
camper.
Yes, I have seen their channel. Yes, I am familiar with them.
Mhm.
I was trying to think of cargo channels that I've watched lately. I guess it'd be yours and Felix's. I don't know of many cargo channels I watch.
Yeah, no, I don't know of any that I see people that just do their builds, but you never really see much else after that. But I don't know many people that document.
Yeah,
their
there's
travels.
a lot of those channels out there. They've got like 5-6 videos of their build,
Yeah.
and it was like 3 years ago, and
Yes.
there's no sense. Yeah, we didn't want to do that. In fact, we didn't even really video our build. I took pictures because I didn't even know if I wanted to do a YouTube channel, so I only took pictures and then put them together as a slideshow.
Right.
So I don't
Yes.
even have video of our build. So if we ever do another one, I'll make sure and videotape it. But
Well, I should clarify too, we didn't actually do it like while we were building it. So we did the same thing. We just kind of talked about it after the fact, but then we added the photos at the end so people could see it as it progressed, like how they framed that up. How did they do? Yeah. So we kind of
So
just
Boondocking with Boomer wants to know if you watch this channel right here.
create and capture life.
Capture Life.
No, I haven't heard of it.
I've not heard of that channel.
No.
A good cargo trailer channel is I Ride Tiny House Adventures. I don't know if you've watched them, Bill and Deb.
No.
They're a pretty good size channel, which is pretty impressive considering, it is a cargo trailer, because, who knew that a channel with a cargo trailer would grow so big.
Right.
But he's one of the channels that we watched before we started our build. He has good videos.
What's the name of it again?
I Ride Tiny House Adventures.
Okay. I'll remember that.
Boondocking with Boomer said that other channel is from California.
Oh, okay. And do they cargo or just travel, or do they do cargo trailer?
So maybe they'll answer that. Boondocking with Boomer, do they cargo trailer? Also, Meemaw Matters wants to know if the fires is messing up the PC.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they have. Yes, definitely. So and another thing is my husband he can only do certain sections during certain types of weather. So right now he's in the lower part of California. Well, he's actually towards Big Bear, just past Big Bear. So that gets really hot in the summer, that area. So he doesn't want to be hiking in the heat. So he kind of has to, go by the seasons. So that area he wants to do in the fall, which now we're getting there, and COVID's shutting down everything. And the fires, definitely. So that affects a lot. It's driving him nuts. He wants to get out there.
So somebody told me I need to cook some fried bologna on the Blackstone. I am definitely going to try that.
I love fried bologna. I love it.
Oh my gosh. My husband was raised on it. He talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
I've never had it.
So is there one place that you would really, really like to go that you haven't been, besides the hike thing that he wants to do?
Yeah.
But I mean, like one destination. Where would you like to go with your cargo trailer and camp?
Oh my gosh. And I know I've mentioned this before, so I'm trying to, I always tell my husband, I want to go there. Well, definitely I want to camp on water, like on water, where you're just like walk out your trailer and you're just there. So maybe someplace like Texas, like down there in Galveston or someplace like that. And I'm a big bird watcher, and I photograph birds. So I know Texas has some great birding areas and migration seasons. So
Mhm.
something like that where I can just walk out and, it doesn't have to be the ocean. It could be a stream, a lake. I just have something with water, but I can't, like at this point, I can't think. There's so many places that I want to see that
Mhm.
are so beautiful, and then I see them in everybody's videos, and I'm like, oh, I would love that, or so
Happy
there's.
Place Diary said he done 18 sections
Oh,
of
really? Of
the
the PCT?
26 of the PCT 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Wow, it's a crazy hike. I just not for me, not for me. It takes a certain personality, that's for sure, because it's rough out there. Well, I think it's rough. I don't know how my husband does it. Yeah, you have to carry so much water with you in certain
Oh yeah.
areas. Yeah, it's just,
Somebody
and it's,
asked if you guys were close to the fires. Y'all are not close to the fires, are you?
no, we're a state over, but we're getting the smoke. It's not so much now, but when they first started, we had orange skies. The sun was orange, and it was coming that far from California into our state. So yeah, thankfully we're not.
Yeah, you mentioned Texas, and actually Texas Family Camping.
Mhm.
He said that their state parks in Texas, they have some awesome bird blinds, and he's
Oh my
actually
gosh.
filmed some of those in some of his videos.
Mhm.
Really?
I think if I remember right, one of the first ones I saw, I didn't really know what it was, so I had to ask him what the heck that was. But
Yeah. That's
yeah, so
awesome.
it seems like they have them in quite a few of the parks down there. So
Mhm.
That's funny. It's a big thing. It's like a big tourist attraction
yeah.
to get, those birders. They spend money. Yeah. So, I mean, it's the place I can think, like just someplace on the coast, just so we could park the trailer and just enjoy it. And I don't even know which coast, because like I love Washington and Oregon as far as states, and the beauty, but right now I wouldn't want to be there. I
Right.
just so
It's
much.
probably not so pretty at the moment.
Yeah, it's just too much going
We
on
were
there.
just in Oregon at the 1st of July, and that was before all of that fire stuff started happening. It's so pretty, and it's so terrible to think that all of that probably
Yeah.
burned up.
Yeah.
And well, we've been to Washington before and it was beautiful too, and I'm just speaking more along the lines of the riots and things. And I think just how
Yeah.
unsteady everything is right now.
If
Yeah.
you stay away from the bigger cities, we didn't run across
Yes,
any
true.
of that. We stayed all in that more rural type area. We didn't go near
Yes.
any of the big cities, so we didn't run into any of that kind of thing.
Thank goodness. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do like it up there too. I've never been to Oregon, but we've been to Washington. I'd like to go to Idaho too and see Idaho.
Idaho's actually kind of a pretty state.
Is
We
it?
just drove through it, but I was
Yeah.
kind of impressed. I was like, that's neat. I didn't know that. I don't know why. I guess I just thought it would be barren or something. I don't
Yeah. Just
know
flat
why I
land.
thought that, but
Potato
it
land.
wasn't.
And I am partial to the West Coast, or, the whole Southwest. In this area, I've been back east. I have family in Massachusetts. And, so I've been back there, but I'm more comfortable out west. I've never been to the South, so I can't say anything about the South, but yeah, so I'll have to.
We eat good.
I do have a sister-in-law that just moved to Florida, so maybe we'll have to.
We ain't figured out yet if Florida's part of the South yet.
I know, right?
I personally don't consider Florida part of the South.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe
the
not.
reason I say that is Florida is a mix of people now. It's not the Florida it used to be. It's
Yeah.
it is a global state. In other words, there's people from all over the world live there now. So we kid people that that's not really Florida.
Yeah, and it's like the California of the East Coast,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just a global
Yeah.
mix of people.
Yes.
If you live in Alabama, you probably grew up in Alabama. I mean, like, there's really no other reason to be in Alabama.
Right.
Yeah,
Pass through to get to Florida.
yeah.
Oh
The
my gosh.
people buying our houses moving from Florida here, and
Yeah.
for no other reason than it will make them strategically located from all their family between Knoxville, Nashville, Birmingham, Atlanta, Florida. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? This is like the center of all of that.
It's a
Yes.
great
That's one
location.
reason they're moving. Do what?
It's a great location.
So
Go all the way around.
we love it. Now our area, speaking of Florida getting a lot of people moving in, our area right here, it's unreal what the realtor told us how many houses sold to out of towners, and that it's just raising crazy.
Yeah. That's Arizona too. California is moving in. Yes.
They
It's
said last month in our
Mhm.
county, just real close to us right here, they had 4 homes over $1 million sold for cash. That's unheard
wow.
of in our county. We probably have 100 homes in our county that over $1 million, maybe. We're not just loaded.
Right.
They would be in like maybe Fort Payne. But it's crazy with everything that's going on. People are moving, and a lot of the people that are moving here, they said, are coming from big cities, like big cities.
Yep.
The major cities, moving to this area. So I don't know.
I
Uh,
wouldn't want to live in a big city.
the
No.
country is just so different right now. Uh,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, I'm reading all my privates. Ain't private if I read it out loud.
I know. Now there's a
Oh,
question
Gary.
with the boomer.
Have
Gary.
we need to go over a little bit with Gary about thinking before.
Yeah.
How is this going to sound if I say it out loud?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
Happy Place Diary said they've talked about leaving Oregon and headed to Idaho or Montana.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
Yep. So, well, good deal. Sounds like y'all got a pretty good setup and a lot of adventures down the road to come.
Yes, let's get everybody healthy and get this COVID out of the way so we can start traveling without worrying too much about things being shut down. You have to really plan ahead now. Okay, what's shut down? What states open? What states not? And you have to. It's not so easy now. We were spoiled.
Yeah, you can't just say I'm going to go to X, Y, or Z and
Yes.
just like without thinking. You have to know where they open. I think Florida's
Yes.
opening not 100% wide open like some of the papers want you to believe, but they're more wide open than probably than a lot of the states. So,
Yeah.
Alabama, like our parks and stuff, I've had several people come to this area and camping with us, and we've not had any issues. No, hardly any restrictions. They have signs up, but I've not seen the first mask cop or you know what I'm saying, social distance
Right.
cop or anything. They just let everybody have fun.
Well, and Nevada closed down. So, and Arizona stayed open. So, Nevada and Arizona are really close to each other. So, obviously, but where we live is only a couple hours away from Las Vegas. So, people were flocking to Arizona. It was crazy. You couldn't get to any of our recreation areas. They were just packed because they couldn't go to their own in their state. So, they just come to Arizona and enjoy our recreational areas. And it was packed. We couldn't even camp down on the river, the Colorado River, because it was people were coming from other states. Actually, California and Nevada were both closed down at the same time, and Arizona was open. So they were both coming here to enjoy being outdoors, and it was nuts. You know what? I haven't even been to any of those areas since, so I'm not sure if it's died down or not. We didn't even bother because it was just so there would be lines to get into our local rec areas along the river. You would just have to sit out there and wait. It was crazy.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, look, we're not going to hold you up all day. We appreciate
Okay.
you coming by and hanging out with us. We love your
Of
rig and
course.
love your channel, so best of luck to both.
Thank you. At any time, you guys let us know if you need us on or whatever. Or maybe my husband can come next time when he's not working.
Well,
Awesome.
Thank
Yeah.
you for moving up a couple of days this week. That was great. That
Oh,
you
no problem. I had to make up for last time.
Well, I had a last-minute doctor's appointment, so
Yeah.
No, that's totally understandable.
yeah.
Well, thank you so much, you
Thank
guys.
you.
Thanks for coming by. Nice meeting you.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Now, how cool was that?
Yep, she's awesome. I'm so glad
That's
she
a
got her
nice-
internet taken care of. That was great.
Yeah. And her build is nice.
Yeah.
Pretty
And
cool.
I
But,
like that they kept it simple.
yeah,
Yeah.
but you can also tell that they spend a lot of time looking at videos and getting ideas as well. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I had seen videos about the shower with the spray pump.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty neat idea. I've even seen where people mount some up on top so that they stay hot. And then when they need them, they just unstrap them, bring them down, and they're warm.
Yeah.
So I've seen some videos like that. I've seen where people took like PVC pipe, big pipe, fill them full of water, and they put a hose on them. and
Yeah.
Sort of natural flow it. I bet that would always be warm. When we were in Guatemala in 2013 or 14, all their water was heated from the roof. So you always wanted to take an evening shower after the hot sun had warmed the water all day. You didn't want to take a night one or a morning one. You always wanted to take one in the evening. So the water was the warmest it was going to be in the evening.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
pretty sweet system.
Really, that's kind of the same thing you do. Yeah, you know, whether you're using the bag, the sprayer, or whatever, you pretty much,
Yeah.
get it out there early and then take your shower early evening before the sun goes down too much and the water starts cooling off. But yeah, I mean, it
Yeah,
works.
so you can actually have like several of those sprayers, so you don't run out of water, I guess.
Just don't forget and put Roundup in the one that you're going to take a shower.
Exactly.
That might be bad.
Well, you had Meemaw Matters almost spit out her chocolate milk, Gary.
Yeah, everybody was a little concerned about that reading the privates.
Yeah. That's why we were laughing.
Y'all just don't know what these ladies have to put up with. Y'all don't have a clue. Y'all, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Let's just say that Gary stops mid-sentence a lot.
A lot, yeah.
It's like, what was the rest of that
I've
going to
been
be?
32 years. I get hit a lot of times. Like Kyle and Ryan. Tammy would be like, "What were you thinking?" I'm like, "I wouldn't, or I wouldn't have said that." So I'm trying to read this. Oh, Going Green Mom said, "Not painted black, fair game." Talking about the sprayers.
Yep.
True. So, Gary, you were able to get your grass cut in time before they came yesterday?
Oh, yeah, I know. I like 2 swipes being done. I
Oh,
see this truck come by. Now it's 10 to 12. They're supposed to be here at 12:30. 10 to 12, this truck goes by. I was in the backyard headed toward, I had a little strip beside one side of my driveway. And so it's a cul-de-sac. So they go all the way down about 4 houses to the cul-de-sac, turn around. I'm trying to hurry up. I don't know who that was. They slow down, but a lot of people slow down to look at the house.
Yeah.
So I like 2 swipes being done. The truck comes back, stops, rolls his window down, and it's the guy buying the house. So he had just come by early just to do a drive-by. He was waiting on the realtor. But we didn't talk long, just talked a little bit. And I said, let me get this finished mowed, and we're gonna go up here to Burger King and eat and let y'all have at it. And so 2 more swipes and I was done. If I had got started, I had to tell Tammy some stuff as soon as I got off yesterday. If I had went straight to the lawnmower, I'd have got done. But I still did before they come back. But
Oh, good. Is it Justin's birthday, Felix?
Somebody said, hope you had a good birthday.
I forgot.
So I'm assuming
happy birthday.
we missed his
I guess I need to sing, right? Do I need to sing for Felix's birthday?
Go ahead.
Yeah, we sang for yours, so you might as well sing for hers.
I should have, but I
Yeah.
don't want to run everybody off. Everybody be, holding their ears and crying and.
I think she may prefer you
and gnashing their teeth. What?
She probably would prefer you singing than dancing. I'm just saying.
Oh, me.
So Boondocking with Boomer thinks that maybe you should start a screening for things you're about to say and text it to us first. That way we can prove.
So we could do a beep button so they can beep out everything they don't want me to say out loud. The only problem is the show would be like beep, beep, beep. Sound like a truck backing up, dump garbage.
Thrifty Angela just came in.
Justin's birthday was yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Who?
Justin.
Justin? That's who we were just talking about.
Well, I wasn't paying no attention. Oh, man.
I know. Do not want to
man.
read that.
Yep. So Thrifty Angela must be break time at Thrifty Angela High School or elementary. So we got 21 in the house, 20 minutes to go, 20 plus minutes. I got some stuff I got to do today before I go back to school. Need to go get my truck. It's an hour away. They did call a while ago to tell me they could fix my truck cheaper than they originally told me, but they're still not as cheap as me getting my nephew to fix it. So
I want to talk to you about that afterwards.
all right.
Only because I'm the warranty administrator and I think I got something for you.
They said they ran it. I don't know if it makes sense to you. They ran it warranty and they turned it down. So they ran it compassion. They call it a compassion waiver. I don't know. And that's only available for people that purchased the truck new. And so they ran that several times because they run it different dollar amounts trying to get it cheaper. And it got turned down every time. So crazy.
We got Liz Walter coming in. Good morning.
I can't quit yawning.
You need more coffee?
May very well need it. I know Felix don't want to hear this, but I got a few things I got to tweak on the house.
No.
Find another spot on the wall.
Oh, I got a
3 whole rooms because of that one spot on the wall.
Meemaw Matters is asking if I have one more day. I have today and tomorrow. So tomorrow's my last day at work. Not knowing, I don't know if I'm going to be there the whole day. I haven't decided. More than likely. But
how many years you work for them?
10, about 10 and a half. Yeah.
I've worked driving the bus longer than I've ever done anything public job.
Really?
Yeah, I've been self-employed most of my life. I've had a few public jobs, but not many.
I gave them a 2-year notice when we knew that we were going to full time.
Who is nursing our travel bug calling a tweaker?
Maybe they're meaning Gary's dancing, a twerker.
There's a big difference between a tweaker and a twerker.
What are you doing? I can see myself on the computer.
Oh, it was a reflection.
Oh, it was a reflection. Oh, look. You have her on your desk while you're working? Love, Stevie. Next.
I do now.
Maybe that's why you get distracted.
Yep, that's a reason to get distracted. A lot better than squirrels.
Yeah. Wow.
Is your premiere tomorrow, Friday, ain't it?
I do one on Tuesdays too at 11.
I got you.
Tuesdays at 11. Friday I do early, but that's just because you tell me to. So, and you're the boss.
Yeah, right. I'm glad y'all tell everybody that. That makes me feel important when I know the truth. I know who the boss
Yeah,
is.
but what did I tell you? I said yesterday. Do you remember? You probably don't remember.
No, I don't remember. It happened before 2 minutes ago.
I don't know if I remember. Yesterday, that was a long time ago, Nettie.
You're expecting
you're my favorite boss to work for.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I may take that favorite out if you can't remember it,
Oh, because Gary said he had some things to tweak. So he's a tweaker.
Ah, yes.
Thank you for explaining that.
I'm a tweaker and a twerker.
A tweaking twerker.
So all you gotta do is take the A and the R and swap it out. You could be a twerker or a tweaker.
Or a twerking tweaker.
Right? I was thinking that.
I've actually seen some tweakers, and I'm kind of surprised they weren't twerking.
I might need to tweak my twerking.
Something needs to be tweaked.
Oh, but Bill. Why do you... Artist on the Road, you're going to get me in trouble. Oh, Boondocking with Boomer. Stevie Nicks is the best female rocker to ever grace the stage.
Liz Walter would like to see you twerk. Really, you don't want to see it.
There's video out there.
There will be no twerking today.
Yeah, there is video proof out there that it has happened.
Yeah.
I think I twerked for somebody's birthday. Wasn't that how it got started?
Was it Gina's?
No. I twerked for RV weekends.
Oh,
yeah.
Weekends, we were doing charades.
Charade. That's what it was. Charade.
Yeah, she said that twerking was one of the things. And so he said that if I was brave enough, I forgot what she said, to twerk, that when I had my celebration party for getting monetized, I'd be tipped well. And so I set the trend, the YouTube twerking trend. So then I done it again about a week later. Was it Gina Payne's birthday?
I think it was Gina's birthday.
Yeah.
Because I missed it because we were traveling. So I missed both of them.
Oh, man.
And I had to see it later.
We got Jesse J in the chat.
What's his name? See you, Boondocking with
How did I
Boomer.
get the...
Yeah, bye, boondocking with Boomer.
Shadow around your social media links.
How do you get that shadow around your social media links?
On my banner. I didn't do anything. So if there's a shadow around them, I don't know why.
There's
I
very few things that happen on Felix's channel that was done
have
by
no
accident.
clue.
That's one smart cookie.
I
Yep.
guess I've never noticed. So I didn't do anything with them unless it's just something about the color of the banner itself that makes it appear that way, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to go look later and see. It is National Coffee Day.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Breeze.
And so I drank my favorite coffee during the show, which is Death Wish. But this morning I had, what's that brand you Mel got me?
He can't even.
Even coffee.
Traveling
Whatever.
Robert. It's Traveling Robert brand. We don't know how to say it.
I had that for my early morning cup, and then for the show I had Death Wish. And probably for going and getting on the school bus, I'll probably have Ugandan coffee. One of these days we may have a daydream coffee.
Yeah, maybe you should.
I have looked into it. I haven't found a way of doing it without it costing a bunch of money. So, but yeah, I have looked into that. But I don't know how many of you guys would buy Daydream coffee. I think what we would probably look at is finding a good coffee company and then white labeling it. Yep.
And it's like Cafe Busto or something.
That is some good coffee, guys.
Yeah.
I drink that. And you can get that at Walmart. That's Traveling Robert coffee right there.
Mm-hmm.
Mel and Nettie got me a box each. I've done nearly down one box. And that is some good coffee. That is you can buy that at Walmart. Probably any of your major stores you can buy that. I didn't know you could buy it at Walmart.
I didn't either. Felix found it.
So for those that don't remember or wasn't here or didn't see, the Bob Wells replay on the live is up. If any of y'all missed that and want to go back and watch it, it's up, and it's also on podcast on Anchor. So, and also the Traveling Robert interview is up on both as well. So
I put the name to it in the chat, and it does say it's an espresso on the box.
yeah. So, but it don't. I mean, it's good. I guess feeding me coffee and telling me it's strong is about like giving a drunk a beer and say this is the strongest stuff you've ever had. I'm like, I do better than that.
I see what Mimos is talking about. There's like a little shadow strip, a little rectangle right behind my subscribe, my Teespring, my Instagram, the little emblems, logos on the bottom of our channel banner. I didn't do anything to do that. I guess I've never noticed that everyone's isn't the same.
I just got that.
Does yours have it?
Oh no, mine's like in a box.
Yeah, it's like inside of a little shadow box.
I've got my page turned black so it's easier to see since y'all showed me how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So mine's on black, so I don't know if it's only on black screens or if it's on white screen too, but mine has that same background.
Yep, yours does. Okay. Well, I was going to say, because I didn't do anything to do that, so I never noticed it before, paid any attention, I guess.
Yep, Chasing America. That'd be a slogan.
Yeah.
The only thing is, if we have Daydream coffee, it's going to have drinking instructions.
I'm going to add creamer. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't care what the fine print says. I'm still putting creamer in it.
I knew where you were going.
Y'all drinking a good cup of coffee.
Whatever.
Here in Alabama, if you have a MAPCO card, they're giving away coffee. I think 16 ounces. If you have a MAPCO card.
What is a MAPCO card?
MAPCOs are the gas stations we have everywhere around here.
Oh, okay.
Like up Chattanooga North used to all have 7-Elevens. We have MAPCOs.
Mm.
I remember going to Chattanooga. My grandpa lived in Chattanooga when I was little. And we'd go to 7-Eleven and get a Coke and a candy bar. That was always cool. But he lived not far behind a 7-Eleven, and he'd walk us up there. So now in our area, about every gas station's a MAPCO, and if it's not, they'll buy it and turn it into a MAPCO.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, do they have Krispy Kreme in Alabama? Donuts?
Yeah,
No?
we have Krispy Kreme, and you can buy them at most Dollar Generals.
Okay.
Our
Krispy
Krispy Kreme stores are only at the major cities like Huntsville, Gadsden, the major cities, the big stores, you know, where you can buy them hot. But I think all the Dollar Generals, I think it's Dollar General, you can get Krispy Kreme. They have a display in the middle as you come in the front door. I think it's Dollar General that has that. So,
Oh, wow.
and we're getting a Dollar General about every 4 miles.
Are those like day-old Krispy Kremes? I don't know.
No, I think they're daily.
Yeah.
Because usually, like if I come in the evening after school to pick up stuff, they usually only have like a box or two left. So I'd say they run every day, but I may be wrong.
You see Texas Family Camping? What he said. I think they should change the name too.
Yeah.
Meemaws Matters, just so you know, you have that you have that little shadow box around your emblems too. Or your little
Unless
logo.
she's talking about a different shadow box.
Yeah, that would be the only thing because it's.
And if it is, you need glasses, Meemaws Matters.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, Rayleigh Creative Travels got it right. There's more Dollar Generals in Alabama than there are people. Hey, Blaine, they're building a brand new one across from Northeast College. And Blaine will know what this means, but they're building one right across from Northeast College. There's one at Section and there's one at Dutton. You know how close Dutton is to Northeast College. And there's one at Rainsville and there's one at Fife. So he can tell you, I'm telling you the truth. There's about one every 4 or 5 miles. They're building Dollar Generals where there's not even a stop sign.
Dollar Generals are like what Subway was a few years ago. The Subway restaurants, they popped up everywhere. Literally could be one across the street from the other. You know, they were all over the place. And now it's Dollar Generals. And the funny thing about the Dollar Generals is literally I have seen them pretty much out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, why would they put that right there? It was so weird.
They got one at Flat Rock, and they only have a 4-way crossing. And Dutton don't even have they're on the main road. There's not even a stop sign going through Dutton on the main road. Like, you just drive by.
I think they bought out Family Dollar.
They did move in some of the Family Dollar, but not all of them. We got a lot of empty Family Dollar stores. Or it might be Fred's. Maybe Fred that there's empty stores. But now that is a great strategic plan. If you want to compete with Walmart, get the customers before they get to Walmart. Don't try to compete with Walmart. Put the store closer to them, and they'll pay a little bit more to get it instead of drive 10 miles to Walmart. So, I bet it's put a damper on Walmart because now a lot of our Dollar Generals has groceries. So you don't even have a reason to drive another 6 or 7 miles. Just stop at Dollar General and go back home.
Ours has some groceries, but it's pretty basic groceries. You know, because I mean, you can go down there and grab a box of noodles and a can of spaghetti sauce or a gallon of milk, but if you want any kind of, I guess, specialty type food, anything that's not just the basics, then we can't get it at our Dollar General. But
the Dollar Trees are starting to have some grocery items as well.
yeah.
All the Freds in this area, Blaine, closed down. I think Fred's went bankrupt, actually.
I've never even heard of a Fred's.
Yeah,
It's
I haven't
a
either.
Dollar General. It's a more expensive Dollar General. They were trying to compete. Like Rainsville at one time had a Dollar General and a Fred's. And Fred's went bankrupt. So we got a lot. That's what I said a while ago. There's a lot of Fred's buildings, nearly new Fred's buildings sitting empty. I'm not a Aldi's fan. We have an Aldi's about
Well, I went here at one time, right?
Blaine will know where this is, but Abertville, which is about 25 miles from here. I've been in it one time, and I'm like, if I want generic food, I can buy that at Walmart for the same or less, and I don't have to drive 25 miles. That's just me. We are not Aldi's fans. A lot of people swear by it, and it's real popular, but all we seen the day we went in was generic stuff, and that is cheap. But it's also generic stuff is cheap at Walmart too. So, but now that was our experience. Everybody else may have their own experience. Let me just say that for the record. Hey, it's about time to get out of here.
Yep, the link's in there twice.
Happy Place Camping has got a premiere, and then I think RV Weekends may have one after that or something, or a show or something. Anyway, all I know is I'm getting out of here. I got to go do a bunch of work and go drive my school bus for one kid. I got one kid until October the 5th. So I like to not have any kids. Two of our bus routes, Special Service Center, don't have any kids. So
Wow.
We'll work through it. But anyway, so today's Tuesday, tomorrow Wednesday. Man, don't forget tonight we got Grassroots Living. Don't forget that. So
Yeah,
y'all
that's gonna be great.
check out Grassroots Living. It's going to be fun, hilarious. Y'all know I interview people in different ways, so don't worry if you've seen them somewhere else. It'll be a different experience on our channel, I promise you. So, don't forget, we got about 5 or 6 big channels coming up in the next few weeks, so we'll let y'all know about them as it gets closer. Try to bring some channels in that maybe y'all have not seen before. And so keep coming back. We got different things we may try in the new year. So we're already working on the new year. So it'll look a little bit different and things will be a little different, but it'll still be fun. So anyway, let's get out of here. What do y'all think? Love you guys. Appreciate it. See y'all.
Thank you. Bye.